Healthcare Resource Center. Free help for people on Medicare.
That's right. Healthcare Resource Center is free help for people on Medicare. They're in the community, you'll see them, and they'll treat you right. Give them a call. Number 7, Ryan Holmes. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Loved how you played for us last year. Unfortunately, your season was cut short. And then you had a tragedy happen on the way back to school. And I was so relieved to, have you back. So excited to see you play because you did so well for us last year on like a very limited playing time. But I was, when I heard that you were coming back, I was like, oh my gosh, this boy is going to light the world on fire.
I hope so.
And you're doing very well at it, man. So
I appreciate it.
You have such an interesting story. If you can't tell from the accent, you are from England.
I am, yeah.
How in the world did you end up in the States?
I actually went to a school in Mississippi, southern Mississippi.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I feel the same way basically. But no, I went to school there. There was an agent back home that worked with my older brother who eventually went to SCAD in Savannah, Georgia. Okay. So I didn't choose to go there, but I chose to go to a school, William Carey in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And wasn't much of a good experience for me. I didn't really enjoy it. It wasn't where I fit in, to be honest. So I ended up going home and rethinking my options and decided to actually follow my older brother to SCAD in that January of 2023. Okay. And then from then, picked a pretty obscure major at an art school, and then I think things just fell into place from there.
So does the SCAD, what is that? The
Savannah College of Art and Design.
Savannah College Art and Design. I didn't realize that they were a soccer powerhouse.
I mean, I wouldn't call it that, but they for sure have a team.
Okay.
And I mean, we had a pretty good year. My year, I was only there for a season, so we've done pretty well. But the program's moved on since me, and they've taken some steps forward. So
well, good. I'm
glad to hear see it as well. So it's
I think very few people want to leave something and have it go downhill. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, of course. I wanted to leave it better than I found it, and I think I've done that. So
yeah, that's great, man. Yeah. I remember one guy I used to work for. He was like a couple of managers, a couple of layers above. He was like a regional guy. But one thing I'll never forget is he was talking to all of us at the TV station, Channel 4, and he was like, every single one of you reporters and new folks, like, you're standing on the shoulders of giants. And I remember I was like, man, I've been here for 8 years, dude. Yeah, they're standing on my shoulders, and it's like all that work that we've done helps the future.
Yeah, for
sure.
So,
but that's pretty cool that you have that similar mentality with SCAD.
Yeah.
The Savannah College of Art and Design.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to... I never planned to go there, so it was kind of weird for me to end up there, but hey, it worked out for me. So
now, when did you fall in love with playing soccer or football in England?
I think I kicked my first ball when I was like 2. Okay. I was always chasing my older brother, so whatever he'd done, I was doing younger, hopefully doing better. But no, he was walking around, running around a lot. Obviously, as I was learning to walk as a baby. So he was doing everything before me. So I was kind of watching him and fell in love with it when I first kicked a ball, I think.
How much older is he?
18 months.
Oh, okay.
So we're literally...
Yeah, you guys are
right
pretty much twins.
Yeah, basically.
And so what is he doing?
He just graduated from SCAD.
Okay.
And he's back home working in the real world and, being an adult and, figuring life out, basically.
So how in the world did you end up in Dothan?
To be honest, it was a bit of a weird one because I'd never played in the USL before. I was obviously at SCAD, and then I had my first year moving from SCAD to Georgia Southern, and that was my 2 first summers in America. And then from then, never had any contacts really, but Coach Carl from last year reached out to my Georgia Southern coach, Lee, and there was a connection there. Okay. 2 Englishmen
Yeah.
And I think if you're English in America, you know every
Right.
other Englishman here, or at least that's what it feels like. So they had a connection, and he watched me play and liked the way I play, and I ended up choosing Dothan over a few other teams.
What were some deciding factors for you to pick Dothan?
Fans, for sure. I was
Okay.
told how many fans we play in front of, and
Like from the first season to year 2, they were like, "Hey, we play in front of 5,000 fans," and you're like,
Yeah.
"Okay,
that's
it."
That wasn't just it, but it was a big one. I mean,
Right.
I want to play in front of as many eyes as I can possibly play in front of, and
Right.
they do that here, and it's just how it planned out. And they
Yeah.
said, "Hey, we play in front of 5,000 people every week," and I'm sat there going, "Didn't even know there was 5,000 people in Dothan." So, I mean, it was it was kind of just one of them things where I wanted to play in front of people, and
Yeah.
the setup here was nice. Big stadium, nice facilities.
Right.
Obviously, they look after us away from the field as well. So
Yeah.
everything it was like dominoes. Everything knocked into each other, and I was happy.
It's interesting because you came in from year 1 into year 2.
Mhm.
Your first year was last year,
Yeah.
year 2. And there was so much growth in terms of the organization between our freshman year and our sophomore season.
Yeah.
We didn't have host families.
Yeah.
So you were a guinea pig
Basically,
for that,
yeah.
right? Like, we're a host family, so we're
Yeah.
like, all right, we don't know what we're supposed to do, but like, we're going to do it well.
Yeah.
That Southern hospitality is definitely going to take over.
Oh yeah.
And then what else did we? Chaplains.
Yeah.
And then a couple of other things. So it's so interesting because you're like, oh, I'm going to go and play in front of a bunch of people, and we have a nice facility.
Yeah.
And then you show up and it's like, oh, dude, there's so much more.
Yeah.
And so what is it like, having a host family?
I mean, obviously for me, it was a big thing last year with everything that went on with my injury and maybe not getting the minutes that I wanted.
Right.
I think I came in with a higher expectation than I probably should have.
Right.
I was a younger player on the team, hadn't really had that USL2 experience per se. But I think with everything, it just helped me. I mean, they were someone I could talk to. I mean, even the people that weren't my host families were looking after me.
Right.
I had my teammates' host families adopted me in a way. They always say, "Oh, you're our adopted host son."
Yeah.
And you end up just making connections, and they're the people that you kind of rely on.
Yeah.
Especially being international. My parents came over, and my dad was here, my girlfriend was here. But other than that, time zones affect things.
Right.
If I need something, I had a flat tire one time.
Yeah.
Couldn't call my dad to come and help me.
Right.
So I ended up, calling my host family at the time, Clint Shelley.
Okay.
And he was like, "Hey, I'll
The
come over."
Shelleys?
Great
Man,
family.
we got to shout them out.
Great
Yeah.
family,
Clint
great
and Amanda
family.
Shelley.
The best.
They're fantastic.
They are.
I mean,
Like-
they're just like great people.
Unbelievable.
We lost our cat, my daughter's cat,
Yeah.
Lucy's cat, jumped into a truck
Oh.
and took a ride to Wicksburg, which is like easy 15 miles away
Damn.
from the house, right? And we're like, all right, cat's gone, but we had an air tag on her,
Yeah.
and we're like, okay, she's in the middle of the field. So I'm thinking, and I go over there to this field, it's farm, and I talked to the owner, and I was like, hey, our cat is here, blah, blah, blah. And we ended up making like posts on social media, and Clint was like, send me a picture. I'm going to be in the area, and I'm going to go look. I've maybe had like a handful of conversations with the Shelleys because of Dothan Shockers. Our kids played in the organization. And he's like, nope, I'm going to go look. I love cats. I like you guys. I'm going to help you guys out.
He's the best. He came over with he has an air compressor in his garage, and I was like, saving me a couple of bucks going to a gas station to fill up. And, I had a few issues nailing the tire and whatever, and he recommendations and whatever. They're just unbelievable people, just like most people down here.
That's great. Yeah, that Southern hospitality is real, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I lived in Georgia, so I kind of got a snippet of it, but down here, it's different.
So, and then you had some other adopted host families?
Yeah, so I had the Robinsons, Wilkson, Sonia Robinson.
Wilkson, Sonia. They're great people.
And then obviously this year I'm with the Jones.
Yes.
Mike and Fran.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I kind of got to know everyone. And
right.
I mean, people say, if you need anything, just let me know, like at the games and stuff. So,
yeah.
I mean, you have host families, but I mean, everyone's kind of just one big host family.
Right. I will say this. I was talking to the Latimies and Tyson specifically and Bradley Pippen. They're also host families. And they were sharing that like last year, there were a couple of players who went without because they didn't want to ask their host families. And I remember I was like, that's upsetting to me.
Yeah.
They're telling me about it. I'm like, that's what we're here for. Like you shouldn't go without a toothbrush and toothpaste or whatever toiletries you need. Like there's basic necessities. You know, and after talking to several people about it, it was like, okay, they just didn't want to be a bother.
Yeah, I think that's a lot. A lot of us feel like that. We kind of, not to say like we want to do it on our own, but it's, you know, a lot of us grew up like especially me, moving to this country, you kind of have to be independent. You have to work things out. You have to, if you get a flat tire, you need to, you know, figure out how to do that kind of stuff. So I think it's a bit of a culture shock for some people, but we're learning. And I think a lot of us are, especially this year, you know, definitely filling that gap of last year, not asking for things.
Yeah. I think it's definitely important to drive home the point where it's like, hey, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We kind of like, we didn't write a blank check, but we almost did to be like, all right, we'll be there. We'll be that guy's, you know, family that they can call on because you're in unfamiliar territory. And specifically for me, like we moved here from Southern California. Stephanie's family was 90 miles away. So like, we know what it's like to figure it out on your own. We don't want you to go through that. You know, we want to make it easy. But I see your point as a man. It's just you're like, we got to figure this out on our own. We got to stand on our own 2 feet.
But I mean, we help each other out as teammates as well. So, you know, we're figuring it out together. We're figuring it out with our host families, but you guys definitely make it easier.
So what were some of the deciding factors for you to come back for year 2?
Unfinished business, probably.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had my injury pretty early. Well, not early in the season, but I missed the business end.
Right.
I missed the trip to Vermont, missed a few playoff games we had at home. So, yeah, for me, just unfinished business. I want to play in front of the big crowd, the playoff crowd.
Yeah.
I want to be able to, you know, I was part of the team that won the Southern Conference, but I wasn't there. I wanted to be there. I want to be there this year. So, yeah, and I think, obviously, I think last year it was a bit unknown of what I was coming into, whereas this year I know the people, I know where I'm staying, I know how to get everywhere. I don't need GPS to get to Walmart or Target. So, I think I just knew, when I left last year, I knew I wanted to come back.
Okay.
And that was just a conscious, I knew where I wanted to be. And if for whatever reason it didn't work out me coming back this year, then I knew at least I tried, you know, or at least I wanted to come back.
I've had several conversations with other teammates because I'm so within close proximity of the team, right? You players. And there's some that obviously, like, you've got like Sean Keane, who starts every match. You've got a handful of others that start every match. But then you have some that will be on some rosters, some that just dress out for friendlies. And I definitely want you to understand this. You might not have been on the field for the Southern Conference Championship, but you definitely had a significant contribution for us to win as an organization, for us to win that championship.
It was good to hear.
Because, I mean, it's in training. I've had conversations with Sean before where it's like, hey, man, we're pretty deep. What's training like? And he's like, we have to work hard in training. Our starting job isn't 100% secure. And, you know, you contributed to that last year. I mean, we had Hoyos. We had Laurie Goddard.
The boys.
Yeah. We had a couple of other, like, big goal scorers. Some midfield. Like, Ezra White scored a couple of goals.
Unreal.
And, you know, that's not his role, but he was like, hey, I'll shoot from here.
And he will, by the way.
Oh, dude. That dude's a beast. He was our summer son last year. Him and Laurie. And, like, we're just such a great guy. But anyway, Oh my gosh, lost my point. Oh yeah, so we had all those guys, right?
Yeah.
But like you were pushing them.
Yeah.
Because human nature, like we're gonna get a little lazy when we feel like it's secure.
Yeah. No, I think I kind of fell into that role last year. I kind of knew, hey, look, these boys are going to play, but if I can score a better goal than them in training or more goals than them in training,
right?
I mean, like that was kind of my little chip. I think that chip on my shoulder in training, and then let them boys go and do the business.
So you absolutely loved Dothan. You had, I'm sure you had options to go other places for, this season. You chose Dothan. What were some of the misconceptions that you had last season coming to Dothan? Because, I mean, Dothan, Alabama, you're from London, right?
Yeah, just outside.
Okay. So what were your thoughts about what it was going to be like here?
I don't really know. I think this is a small town with a big heart, I think.
No.
I think
okay, yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, but that's you being here and experiencing Dothan. So, so like when I came from Southern California, I had a good understanding, but I was also like, okay, it's going to be a slower pace.
I don't know. I thought it was going to be a lot more farmland, to be honest.
Okay.
I didn't think it was going to be like a
city. Right.
Like I didn't think that.
Right.
I don't really know. I thought everyone would speak a little bit weirder.
Okay.
I mean, that's me being honest.
Yeah, you sound like you're drowning. Yeah. And you have the audacity to say that.
Yeah, true. But I thought everyone would sound like they work on a farm.
Okay.
I mean, you hear Southern Alabama, I thought everyone would sound like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Yeah. Hollywood does not paint us with a good picture or into a good picture.
No. Well, I mean, it's a good picture, but I mean, it's just not.
Yeah. They make the accents gnarly.
Yeah, they definitely butcher their accents in movies.
So, okay. So a lot more farmland.
Yeah.
You thought the accent was going to be thicker.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things I learned, one of my coworkers made it abundantly clear when I said, man, I love your country accent. And she is like very proper. She is, it's like country. And I was like, oh, I struck a chord.
Yeah.
That wasn't good. Because she is well put together. She is polished. She is a Southern woman. And she's like, it's Southern.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't even do the accent.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, my bad. Yes, I love your Southern accent. I was like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
And she explained it. And I was just like, okay, all right, my bad. Didn't mean that. It's just ignorance,
Well, yeah. I think that's just kind of, I don't know. That's kind of just the misconceptions that we have not being from here.
So what would you say the experience is like playing for Dothan United?
I think it's great. I think people are learning the game, and I think being able to play while people are learning the game is great.
So you mean like the fans are learning the game?
Yeah. I think everyone. I mean, we're learning as players. We're learning how to play in front of people that don't know the game as well as where we've grown up or the people we've been growing up with. I think it's great being able to ask silly questions, but also answer silly questions.
Gotcha.
People ask me silly questions all the time.
What are some silly questions?
What's offside?
Okay.
That's a normal one. Why did they get a yellow card? Why did they get a red card? Why did they shoot from here but not from here?
Okay.
I love answering them questions.
That's awesome.
Because I had to learn the game at some point, and I learned from coaches, I learned from my parents, I learned from my brother.
Right.
But some of these people don't have that.
Okay.
They don't know what soccer or football is.
Right.
Whereas they're learning from us, which I think is something you can't pay for that.
Yeah. That's an interesting take,
I love it. I mean, my host family asked me questions.
Mm-hmm.
My host family last year asked me questions. And the Shelleys know football.
Yeah.
They know it because they're Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
So,
Are you an Arsenal fan?
Of course.
Okay.
So they understand the game. But they were asking me even like more in-depth questions.
Okay.
How does it feel when you're not playing? Why are you not playing?
I've had those questions.
So I mean, like, it's stuff like that,
Yeah.
So even though they know the game, they're asking me better questions than surface level people who don't know soccer.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there are times where like you're not in the starting 11, and I'm like, we're so fortunate because we're so deep.
Yeah.
we are a very, very
It's a good problem.
well.
To have.
Yeah, exactly. I remember telling Steve Donner after like the dust had settled and the rosters were released as to who's going to be coming. I was just like, Ricky's got a problem of keeping these guys happy.
Yeah. It's a big thing.
He's going to have them bought in to like, hey, sacrifice the minutes to be to add a championship to your resume. Yeah. And so, I mean, it's definitely a fortunate problem to have.
It definitely is.
But there have been some scenarios, and like I'll trust Ricky. I know my role. I am not well versed in soccer. Can't really tell you a whole lot about strategy. Yeah. I might be able to explain offside to you correctly, but for the most part, when I'm like, Ryan stopped playing, but he was hot last game, and I'm like, all right, I guess it's just a different strategy. Yeah. But I'll tell you this: one thing that's impressed me with Ricky is that when we go into halftime, I'm like, okay, we're gonna have subs. There's adjustments that are coming, and so it's almost as if. Well, I don't want to talk strategy because we're going into playoffs, but it's interesting to see, what he does and with the rosters and things like that, man. Yeah. So, tell me about like some favorite memories that you have with Dothan United.
Fireworks after the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love me good fireworks.
My dad and my girlfriend were here for the 5th of July game last year.
Okay.
That was my birthday. So playing on my birthday was a big deal.
Dude, happy birthday.
Thank you.
That's awesome. How old are you now?
22 now.
Okay. You're old, son.
Yeah, getting there. Back's starting to hurt. No, but they were there last year. And it was actually the game I got injured in. So bad memory there. But being able to stand there with my dad and my girlfriend wearing my dad's last name as well.
Yeah.
Our last name on the back of their shirts.
Right.
Priceless.
That's awesome.
Just having that is unbelievable. And then memories sort of come with connections to me. And I always try and base it off if something bad happens, looking at it in a good way. Mm-hmm. That car crash, probably the best thing that's happened to me.
How so?
I got in it and Pastor Kevin, who was a chaplain on the team, left practice to come and pick me up. Yeah. One phone call, that's all it took. Yeah. I called my girlfriend first, who then called my host family. Uh-huh. Who then called Kevin. Okay. My host family were busy. They were out of town.
That was the Robinsons, right?
That was the Shelleys.
That was the Shelleys, okay.
So they were out of town. They couldn't get there, but they stayed on the phone to my girlfriend.
I can tell you this, Amanda probably felt so bad.
But they were there when I got back.
Yeah.
As soon as I got back to Dothan, they were there.
Yeah.
Came and hugged me, checked on me.
That's awesome.
But Pastor Kevin was at practice, and he went up to the coaches and says, this is what happened. This is what has happened. And the coaches went, go. Yeah. Got in his car and drove an hour and 45 minutes to come pick me up.
Where did he pick you up?
I was in a small town in Georgia. Okay. I forgot the name of it. But I was like...
Yeah, you're pretty much like...
I was a couple hours into the drive.
Yeah, you're like almost Albany would probably be...
I was... Yeah, I can't remember what it was called.
Either way. But yeah, hour and 45 minutes into Georgia. That's,
and he just drove.
That's far.
He just left, got in his car and came and picked me up. Met me in the hospital and then...
And brought you to Dothan.
Yeah, brought me back. I stayed the night in his house. He said, you're not going anywhere. Come back with me. I'm going to feed you. Yeah. Go to bed.
Wow.
We'll figure everything out in the morning.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Dude. And I owe him everything. But, I mean, that just comes like, that's a bad memory, but for some reason, I don't know. I just try and look at it in a positive way.
That's a Christian for you.
Very true.
I mean, he'll...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to pick you up.
Unbelievable.
Make some adjustments.
The best guy.
All right, and so what are some other favorite memories? We've got the fireworks. We've got you getting in the accident. Your host family.
Scoring goals.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. Best memories there is, right? No, I mean, every goal I scored at home. Yeah. There you go. There's a few memories.
What's with the celebration? You drawing the arrow and shooting it off.
A bit of a connection to my brother. Okay. His favourite player. He's a Man United fan. Okay. And one of his favourite players done it as his celebration. And then I wanted to do it as kind of a nod to my brother because he stopped playing fairly recently, a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of he's living his soccer life through me. Okay. So whenever I score, it's kind of for him. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Shut up, dude. Golly, man. Tall, dark, handsome,
No, don't say
sentimental
that.
with his family.
Oh.
You're gross. All right. So what's something that you want people to know about you?
I'm pretty talkative.
Yeah.
I love talking to people.
Yeah.
I love understanding the way different people think, why they think that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just.
And what did you get your degree in at this art and design school?
Well, right now I'm fashion business with a
Okay.
minor in fashion design.
Okay.
So I'm at the Lindenwood University now.
Okay.
I'm finishing up my degree there.
Right.
But I'm a fashion major.
Okay. So you're a fashion major and you like talking to people.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But I think that it goes hand in hand, because the more I talk to people, the more I understand why people wear what they wear, like what they like.
So what's your plan after this season?
Go pro.
Okay.
Or go back to school, have a good year, and then go pro.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
Always has been.
Someone close in proximity did that, didn't they?
My answer to some people always ask me, where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Where would you like to go pro?
Yeah.
My answer has always been whoever wants me.
Well, no, I'm talking about like Kevin Pierre.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
something like that. Jaden, Laurie went pro. Ezra went pro.
Yeah. Okay, so you're talking just you want a pro contract. You don't care what level. What level?
I want to go pro.
Okay.
And however I have to do that, fine by me.
It's so interesting because we go in from year one, 5,000 fans in the stands.
Yeah.
You know, Carl did an amazing job recruiting essentially like these. So Carl did a fantastic job of getting all these favors to put together a team, and you know what happened. We went 4-4-4.
Yeah.
We barely missed the playoffs, and then year two, we've just got like a stack of studs. You know what I mean? And then everybody went back to their respective colleges, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh, so-and-so went pro. So-and-so went pro. What do you mean so-and-so went pro? Like, we don't believe that they went pro, that they didn't earn it, right? Or they're not playing at that caliber. But it's so surreal.
It's where this club's going, though.
That's amazing.
I mean, the fact that we can bring them players in, and then once they leave here or go back to school or whatever.
Right.
It's just part and parcel, I think.
It's almost, I mean, playing in Dothan is definitely good for the resume.
I think so.
You're
That's
playing.
why I came back.
Yeah, you're playing in front of a ton of people.
Mm-hmm.
The competition is pretty. The competition this year has stepped up.
Yeah, everyone's got better.
Everyone has gotten better. Even the teams that have only won. Well, I want not Apotheos. However, everybody else has gotten so much better.
Yeah. And
it is like the organization and leaders from those different teams know, okay, when we go to Dothan,
got to be better.
We get to play in front of a ton of fans.
Yeah.
Don't mess it up.
Yeah.
So we have to be better.
Yeah.
And so it's just so interesting now for you guys to be a part of it. So
yeah. I love it. We'll change it for the world.
No. All right. So let me ask you this last question. What do you want to tell the Dothan United supporters?
Be there tomorrow, firstly. I mean, as players, it's unbelievable for us to have the chance to win the first division title.
Right.
But that being said, they can be a part of it as well.
Yeah.
It's a club where we're a family, and they can celebrate just as much as we celebrate in the stand. So be there tomorrow, and then keep supporting us. That's the main thing. I think it's the reason why I came back, and it's the reason why a lot of the boys came here in the first place.
Right.
Is just the support. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. They've been doing a pretty good job. So
yeah, it's so interesting because winning a division title is, and I'm not saying that because we're a part of the organization, obviously, but it's a big deal.
it is.
It's a big deal.
It is, and it's the first one. So.
Right. I mean, so the Southern Conference Championship, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
But I remember hearing there's so many other teams in different organizations where they strive to win a league championship.
Yeah.
They don't have playoffs. It's just,
Mm.
hey, we win the league.
Yeah.
That's it. That's our
Yeah.
championship.
I mean, we're obviously looking to do both. Win the division first, which is tomorrow,
Right.
and come Thursday, whoever we play, beat them,
Right.
win the Southern Conference again. And then, I mean, it's the only thing we didn't do last year was win the Natty, so that's what we're aiming for.
Yeah. Yeah. No pressure. But you know, even just winning the division,
Mm.
right? That's a feat.
Definitely.
That's history.
Yeah.
However far we go into the playoffs. Now, I would love for us to host every single round,
Yeah.
and for us to go all the way to the national championship and win the national champ. That'd be fantastic. That'd be a dream.
Yeah.
But even if we don't,
Mm.
I would still say that this season is a success.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
A lot of families had fun
Yeah.
in the stands.
Oh, yeah.
Our players have developed
Mhm.
significantly.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of exposure that our fans have had.
Yeah.
And so, or not a ton of exposure that our players have had.
Yeah.
And so, so that's good, man.
I think it's unreal.
Well, Ryan Holmes, thank you so much
much.
for being here,
Yeah,
man.
appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.